Hi everyone, thanks for being here with me today for this rock painting project. So I really want to get back into my rock painting, and I thought I would start the new year off with a stained glass rock because I haven't made one in a while and I really do love the way they turn out. So in this short video I'm going to show you a way to transfer an image of a stained glass angel onto a rock by using what I like to call my white paint, black transfer paper tracing method. That's quite a mouthful, I know, but that's what I call it. So when an image has very large or defined lines, like the stained glass image you see here, this is a great method to use because it's quick and easy and it doesn't require a lot of steps like the white paint and water method that I use, which I will also include a link to. So for this project you're going to need a rock that's painted in white acrylic paints, like this one, a sponge paintbrush, an image to transfer, scotch tape, Sorel transfer paper. This is a piece that I cut off from my roll. I don't know if you can see this, but you can purchase this on Amazon, and I'll provide a link for that in the description box. You could probably also get it at a craft store, but I don't know if they do sell it. You're going to need a blue or a red pen, any other color pen other than black. You're going to need paint, acrylic paints or markers of some kind, and a black Sharpie, a fine point black Sharpie. So first you're going to need an image to transfer, and I'll show you how to get images from your computer and resize them quickly and easily using a Word document with a copy and paste method. This is the image that I selected. I like it because it's got some very, large lines. I'm not going to include these lines here. So there's really no need to buy or use a confusing or expensive design program like whatever, Adobe Photoshop or one of those type of things to resize pictures. This method that I use has been working for me for years and it's really easy. So I'm not going to show you all of that in this video because I already have my image printed out, and it's not necessary, but I will include the instructions for finding images to transfer below. So to start this whole thing, what you're going to need is just take your rock and place your, you can see there's two different sides to the paper. This is the darker side and that's the lighter side. You want the darker side facing the rock. And you're just going to place your image onto the rock. It barely fits. Okay. Fits just right. Probably should have made it a little smaller, but that's okay. And I might have to speed this video up because this is going to be it takes a little while to do it, but so then what I'm going to do is I'm just going to tape it onto my rock. So that it doesn't move around when I'm going over the lines. Alright, so here we go. So for this rock, for this project, you're going to need a pretty smooth rock. You don't want to have a lot of dips and curves and everything in any of your rock projects, really. I mean, it's not really the best kind of rock to use. So you want something that's basically smooth. I mean, it can have a few little dips here and there, but I'm going to turn it around maybe and start working on it. Hold on, I gotta get my glasses. You don't have to press that hard because you're going to go over the lines when you take your paper off with a black Sharpie pen. So you basically just want the outline to give you a good starting point to start coloring. I said that I'm going to get back into my rock painting because I haven't really finished anything recently because I've been doing other crafts. And I sort of get sidetracked from this, and I love working with rocks. Coming out. And don't be afraid of making a mistake, because the great part about working with rocks is that you can always paint over them and start it new if you wanted to. I'm working with pretty limited space here. I don't really have a craft room set up for myself at the moment, so I'm just in my room and tried to put together a makeshift craft bench so that I could record these videos, and I hope it's coming out okay. And you don't have to print out a picture in color. You can print it out in black and white, and then when you go to color it in, you can just refer to the picture on the computer for a reference of what to color everything. Or just color it from your own imagination and use whatever colors you like. Not sure I'm going to put this background on my rock, but I'm just tracing over it just to fill it in. I tend to like to add my own trees and flowers, and they're pretty simple to make freehand. This is a very unusually shaped rock. It's a triangle, and I got it at a rock yard, I think. There's a rock yard near me, and there's usually one in every town. So if you Google that, and then the name of your town, if you Google rock yard, they usually have a misfit pile of rocks, and they'll sell them to you pretty inexpensively if you ask them to, or if they're nice like the people near me. But even with that, I mean, they don't charge you the full rate for rocks usually if you're getting from the misfit pile. Okay, so I'm pretty much done. I'm going to do the big reveal in a minute, and let's see what happens. Hopefully I didn't miss too many of the lines. You can reuse this transfer paper over and over again, so it does pay for itself. I'm pretty good. Pretty good. Could have done a little better. I'm going to turn it around and look at it. So I think that came out pretty good. Right, so now what I'm going to do is I'm going to take my Sharpie and show you how I'm going to put the lines on. And just take it, and if you're happy with it, just go around like this. And again, it doesn't have to be perfect because you're going to color all this in. You can kind of figure out where the lines go with the feathers. And that's going to give it, outlining with the black pen is going to give it a really good stained glass look or theme to the rock, and I just think it's going to be stunning. I'm so excited. And you know, sometimes I put in a lot of details with my rocks and I don't really need to. I get very particular about them and I really like a lot of detail, but it's really not necessary. And you want to kind of make your own art from the picture. So it doesn't have to be exact. It's sort of like when my kids were little and they used to ask me about coloring, and they'd say, "Can I make the sky purple?" And I said, "Sure, you could, it's your picture." Like, whatever you see and whatever you think you want to do, it's up to you. They'll all come out beautiful. They'll be different, but they'll all be beautiful in their own way. So, yep, there you have it. That's how I do it. I hope you enjoyed this tutorial. I'll probably make another video when I'm close to finishing it, and in the meanwhile, if you have any questions, please let me know. And thank you so much for joining me today. Take care.